Imagine you receive a message from a dear friend. This message is not just any ordinary message, it is filled with wisdom, guidance, and heartfelt advice. It contains stories that reveal the true essence of your friend's character and values. This message becomes a source of inspiration and a guiding light in your life. Now imagine this friend is none other than Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and the message you receive is a hadith. A hadith is a collection of sayings, actions, and approvals of Prophet Muhammad. These narrations have been meticulously preserved and passed down through generations. They serve as a vital source of knowledge and wisdom for Muslims around the world. Each hadith offers a unique glimpse into the life, teachings, and character of the Prophet. These sacred texts are not just historical records, they are living documents that continue to guide and inspire. They provide Muslims with practical examples of how to implement the teachings of the Quran in their daily lives. Hadiths are like windows into the soul of the Prophet, offering insights into his thoughts, actions, and values. They help us understand the context and deeper meanings of the Quranic verses. Hadiths hold immense importance in Islam. They are second only to the Quran in terms of religious authority and significance. By studying hadiths, Muslims gain a comprehensive understanding of their faith. These narrations provide practical guidance on how to live a life that is pleasing to Allah and in accordance with Islamic principles. Think of hadiths as a compass, guiding us towards a more fulfilling and meaningful life. They help us navigate the complexities of the modern world while staying true to the timeless teachings of Islam. Through hadiths we find direction, purpose, and a deeper connection to our faith. Every hadith has two main parts, the Isnad and the Matn. The Isnad is like a chain of narrators. It tells us who transmitted the hadith from the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, to the person who finally wrote it down. The Matn is the actual saying or action of the Prophet. It's the message itself, the heart of the hadith. Think of it this way, the Isnad is the reliable postal service that delivered the message, and the Matn is the actual letter containing the Prophet's words or description of his actions. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was born in Mecca in the 7th century. He received revelations from God which are compiled in the Quran. Muslims believe he was the final prophet sent by God to guide humanity. His life was a testament to the values of compassion, justice, and humility. He treated everyone with respect and kindness, regardless of their background. His followers, inspired by his teachings and example, preserved his sayings and actions, which became the hadiths we cherish today. Hadiths are essential for Muslims because they help us understand and practice Islam. They are the recorded sayings and actions of the Prophet Muhammad, providing us with a practical example of how to live according to the Quran. They provide detailed explanations of the Quran's teachings, offering context and clarity that might not be immediately apparent from the Quran alone. This helps Muslims to interpret the Quran in a way that is consistent with the Prophet's teachings. Imagine trying to assemble a complex puzzle without looking at the picture on the box. It would be nearly impossible to see how all the pieces fit together. Similarly, the hadiths act as a guide, helping us piece together the teachings of the Quran into a coherent and comprehensive understanding of Islam. The Quran provides the big picture, while hadiths are like the individual puzzle pieces that help us see the complete image. They offer insights into the Prophet's life, his decisions, and his interactions with others, which serve as a model for Muslims to emulate. They guide us on a wide range of matters, from prayer and fasting to social interactions and ethical conduct. For instance, hadiths provide specific instructions on how to perform prayers, the importance of charity, and the etiquette of social behavior. In essence, hadiths breathe life into the teachings of Islam, making them relevant and applicable to our daily lives. They help us navigate the complexities of modern life while staying true to our faith, ensuring that the principles of Islam are not just theoretical, but are lived and experienced every day. Section 5. How were Hadiths collected? After Prophet Muhammad's, peace be upon him, death, his companions meticulously memorized and transmitted his sayings and actions. Over time, scholars compiled these transmissions into books. The process of collecting and compiling hadiths was rigorous and systematic. Scholars developed strict criteria to ensure the authenticity of each hadith. They scrutinized the chain of narrators, verifying their reliability and integrity. This meticulous process helped safeguard the purity and accuracy of the Prophet's teachings. Section 6. Ensuring authenticity of hadiths. Imagine a game of telephone. The message can change as it passes from person to person. To prevent this, hadith scholars developed a system to verify the authenticity of each hadith. They examined the chain of narrators, ensuring they were trustworthy and had actually met each other. Scholars also analyzed the language and content of the hadith, checking for inconsistencies or contradictions with the Quran and other established hadiths. This rigorous process helped ensure that only the most reliable hadiths were accepted and passed down through generations. Section 7. Examples of famous hadiths. One famous hadith states, "The best among you are those who are best to their families." This hadith emphasizes the importance of kindness, compassion, and love within the family unit. Another hadith says, "Cleanliness is half of faith." This highlights the importance of hygiene and purity in Islam, both physically and spiritually. These are just two examples of the many hadiths that guide Muslims in their daily lives. Section 8. The Hadith about Cleanliness. The hadith "Cleanliness is half of faith" has had a profound impact on Muslim societies. It emphasizes the importance of personal hygiene, environmental cleanliness, and spiritual purity. This hadith encourages Muslims to maintain a clean body, home, and community. It also promotes the idea that cleanliness is not merely a physical act but also a spiritual practice that brings one closer to God. Section 9. Hadiths and the Quran working together. The Quran and hadiths are like two wings of a bird. They work together to help us soar towards a deeper understanding of Islam. The Quran provides the foundational principles, while hadiths offer practical guidance on how to implement those principles. For instance, the Quran commands Muslims to pray. Hadiths, on the other hand, explain how to perform the prayer, outlining the specific movements and recitations involved. Together, the Quran and hadiths provide a comprehensive framework for living a meaningful and fulfilling life according to Islamic teachings. Section 10. Different schools of thought. Over the centuries, different schools of thought emerged within Islam, each with its own approach to interpreting and applying the Quran and hadiths. These schools of thought, known as madhabs, developed through the efforts of renowned scholars. While they may differ in their interpretations on certain matters, they all share a common goal: to seek knowledge and guidance from the Quran and hadiths. This diversity of thought enriches Islamic scholarship and reflects the dynamism of the Islamic tradition. Section 11. The enduring significance of hadith. Hadiths continue to hold immense significance in the lives of Muslims today. These collections of sayings and actions of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, are not just historical records but living documents that influence daily life and spiritual practice. They provide a timeless source of guidance, inspiration, and wisdom. For centuries, hadiths have been a cornerstone of Islamic scholarship, offering insights into the Quran and elaborating on its teachings. By studying and reflecting upon the sayings and actions of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, Muslims strive to emulate his character. This emulation is not limited to personal piety, but extends to social conduct, ethical behavior, and community service. Hadiths serve as a reminder of the values of compassion, justice, and humility that lie at the heart of Islam. They encourage Muslims to act with kindness and fairness in all aspects of life, from family relationships to business dealings. They inspire Muslims to live lives of purpose, striving to make a positive contribution to the world. Whether through charity, education, or social justice, the teachings of Hadith motivate believers to work towards the betterment of society. In an ever-changing world, Hadiths provide a beacon of light, illuminating the path towards a more just and compassionate society. They offer a sense of continuity and stability, reminding Muslims of their rich heritage and guiding them towards a future grounded in the principles of their faith.